All right, guys. Um, we want to welcome you. We want to take this time to welcome you to our live ELC Elevation Learning Center. It is an honor and a privilege for me, Louis Gregoire, to share with you on behalf of the ELC team some vital information, some important that we have in store for you guys. First and foremost, let me just introduce and mention to you what ELC is all about, Elevation Learning Center. The main thing that we do is we are a center that's there to elevate students, to help them to be at their best. When I say be at their best, that basically means that for them to be well equipped for their future, well equipped for whatever they want to be. We're here to help them to equip them so that they can be at their best. One of the things that we're doing is, we do classes, we do tutoring, we do different things that can help students to be at their best. Just a little bit of an introduction about myself. Again, I said my name is Louis Gregoire. Once again, I am one of the members of the ELC team and one of the founders of Elevation Learning Center, along with my wife and the family and the team. So what my background is in education. I've been teaching for the last 20 years. I've taught college level. I've taught elementary, high school, mainly college. I have a background in mathematics. I've been doing this I can't even tell you for how many years. But here's what we found through our experience in different things. There's a lot of students who has potential, great potential. The problem is they don't necessarily know the avenue for them to be able to get to success. And there's a lot of parents who want great things for their children, but they also don't necessarily know the avenue for them to be able to help their children to succeed. So what we do is at Elevation Learning Center, we take all of the resources, all of the things that we have gathered through the years, all of the things that we have learned over the years, and we bring it to you as parents and be able to help you guys to empower your children. To help you to empower them, how? Well, to empower them in the classroom, to help them to be better equipped for their tomorrow. So today we have some exciting news we want to share with you guys. And the news that we basically have, right? I hope that you guys are ready for it. In the past, we've taught classes, we've tutored students, we've seen a tremendous impact that we've had over the lives of these students. And because of that, there's a lot of parents who's been asking for us to be able to do more and show them and help their children to be able to be well equipped. Well, one of the things that really inspired us at Elevation Learning Center to help to put certain type of programs together is that I remember there was a time in the summer, there was a parent of a student, they got a referral, a parent reached out to another parent, and that parent says, you know what, I have a great tutor, I have a great support system for your child. Here's the information. They gave my information to that parent. That parent reached out to me personally and said, I would like for you to help my child. It was in the summer, and I said, sure. But that was just when pandemic hit. The pandemic took COVID. I said, sure. And he says, yeah, I want you to help him with this geometry class. I said, okay, no problem. Well, at first he says, I want you to help my child with his class. I said, sure. Just send me the information, send me the textbook, we'll get started. And when he sent me the book, to my surprise, it was the class that he's going to be taking in September or during the next academic year. And when I looked at it and I said, and I reached out to the dad and I said, well, listen, you sent me the book for the class that he's going to be taking. He says, yeah, I want you to teach him everything that's in this book. And I said, sure, I'll do that. And then something clicked in my thinking. That father wanted his son to already learn the material, the math material, and it was geometry. He wanted him to already learn everything that was in that class, everything that was going to be thought in that class? Well, because of that, I did help him in the summer. He learned the material. He was well equipped. By the time he walked into that classroom, here's what happened. He was confident. He knew majority of the material, and he was able to just breeze through. He was actually helping other students in his classroom. So that kind of brought up something to our thought, and we decided to change the game. We just decided to change our way of thinking. So instead, now what we do is we want to use that same system to equip as many students, as many of the people that we work with, as many of the people that we serve. We want to be able to provide them that same opportunity. And that's why we create these classes, Elevation Learning Center. We create these classes over the summer, not only to help to be a support, but to boost their confidence, to help them to be able to already know the material beforehand. In other words, by the time they walk into that classroom on day one, whatever class, whether it's 4th grade math, 5th grade math, 6th grade math, 7th, 8th grade, algebra 1, geometry, algebra 2, pre-calculus, whatever it is, we are going to already equip them so that they already know the material. Isn't that exciting? They already know the material on day one. So they walk into that classroom. It's not then they're trying to figure out the information. It's not then they're raising their hands and trying to ask the teacher for help. They already know it. And because they already know it, it builds their confidence. By building their confidence, they're actually helping their peers to understand it. And by helping their peers to understand it, they are building their leadership skills. This is something that was eye-opening to me. And we've been using this concept ever since. And the fact that we've been using this concept ever since, we have been seeing tremendous impact. And now we have so many families who's asking for these things. Well, that's why we are excited today to let you know we are starting again we said it was 3 weeks, but we actually give you guys a bonus. It's going to be 4 weeks where we are going to be teaching your son and your daughters the material that they need to know for the start of their academic year. We're going to show them everything that they need to know. But we're not just going to show it in terms of a teaching. We're going to be teaching them. We're going to provide them. We're going to equip them, fully equip. One, through lecture. We're going to be teaching them. Secondly, we're going to provide them the material. We're going to be providing them academic support. In other words, we're going to have certain things that we have online, assignments and different things. The same tools that the classroom is using, we're going to be using those same tools. But they're going to be practicing early. They're going to be practicing beforehand. They're going to be starting practicing now. And we're actually going to do this 4 weeks. Our goal through this 4 weeks is to get half of the semester completed. When I say half of the semester, that means if a book has like 12 chapters in it, chapter 1 through chapter 6, they'll already know it. They'll already know it. Think about that. Your son, your daughter will already know the first 6 or the first 8 chapters that's in the book. Now, it doesn't get any better than that. So that's the exciting thing, is that Elevation Learning Center, the staff, the team, have put together these classes for your son and for your daughter. And it's very easy for you to sign up. It's very easy for you to understand, for you to get into the class. But I have to let you know, space is very limited. The reason is because we have a lot of people, a lot of parents who's seeking and asking for these classes. So a lot of them will be signing up. So we encourage you, wherever you are, for you to sign up as soon as you can, because starting next week, we're starting our classes. So our classes will start July the 26th. And we are going to go all the way through August 18th. We're going to have our classes Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. So every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're going to have class. We're going to do lecture. We're going to teach. And we're going to equip your sons and your daughter. Give them material. Give them, we're going to give them an online support system where that child, if they do the assignments, if they do the work outside of the lecture, I guarantee you that child will be beyond successful. That child will be more than equipped and ready for September. And that child is going to be the one who's going to be impacting his classroom, helping and instructing his peers so that they too can learn. Imagine, think about it. Imagine your child going into that classroom, not as a student, but more as an assistant teacher. Imagine your child going into the classroom. Maybe there might be a child out there who, your mom, the parent says, well, I don't understand what's happening with my son. He's not into school. He's not into learning. He has a hard time. You don't know my son. He has a hard time. Just maybe there is different learning styles. There's different type of ways that a child learns. Not everybody learns the same. In a classroom, the teacher is going to be teaching in a simple format, but he's not going to change his style because of your son. But in a smaller setting, your son maybe your son, the way that he learns is more on a one-to-one setting. Maybe the way your son learns best is in a small group setting, not in a large crowd. So if your son is able to learn this material today or this month before the start of the school year, imagine what that can do. Imagine what that can do in his confidence. Imagine what that can do as the year goes by. Just like I said, that father who reached out to me, he's not even, for him, he was Indian. And it also taught me something, because a lot of the students that we serve, a lot of the kids we serve people throughout, all different ethnic background, race, everybody. We serve people. Like, for example, we were working with a student today who's in Saudi Arabia. So we were working with him at 7 o'clock in the morning because his time zone at that time is 2 p.m. So we work with students here in Florida. Actually, currently right now we're in Florida. We came to Florida and we actually met up with a couple of our students. We spent some time with them. We're going to be going to different part of the state, different part of the country, and to meet up with some of our students, former students. So we meet and we have a lot of different students from different areas, and we serve them. And we see the impact that we're having on these students, and we wanted that same impact for your son and for your daughter. So if your son or your daughter is having some difficulties with math, with science, with English, if they're having some challenges, we want to encourage you to join us, to sign up for this class. Especially with math right now, we are concentrating on math for the next 4 weeks. Sign up. It's going to be transformative. These classes that we have, let me tell you, they are just like we normally would teach it in the classroom. Okay? So the information we're teaching your son and your daughter in the 4 weeks is information that they are actually going to be learning in 3 months or 4 months. So we're going to share and pour into your son and your daughter information that the teacher will take about 3 to 4 months to share with them. And yes, they can do it. And yes, we have seen countless times the students that parents didn't think had the potential, and they were so shocked and so surprised when they see actually how these students are working and having an impact today. So we encourage you to sign up. All you really have to do for you to sign up is just go into our website. Visit our website, right? Get more information. Visit it, www.elevationlearningcenter.com. www.elevationlearningcenter.com. Once you go into the website, you'll be able to see the classes are listed. You select the class that you want your son or your daughter to register for, and we'll be able to get started. We have not only for individuals, but for those families. We understand there's families who have different students that have a lot of, that have multifamily. So we have multifamily discount. So if you have 2, 3, 4 children, we're really going to, we have it on the website. There's a discount for you guys. So we encourage you, sign up. I'm going to tell you, you will not regret it. You will not regret it, because you know why? Because we've seen it. We work with our own children on this. We work with other parents' children. There's so many testimonials, so many parents that have so many things to share, and you will not regret it. As a matter of fact, right now I'm actually next to one of my favorite students, who's actually already signed up for the classes. She's heading to. Well, first of all, let me click it right there. So this is actually one of my favorite students. Yes, I am a little biased because this is my daughter.
Hi.
So she's part of what grade you going to?
8th grade.
All right, so she's going to be going into the 8th grade, and she's been with the Elevation Learning Center. Not only she's part of the team, but she's a student. And tell us a little bit about what you admire most about the classes.
What I admire most about the classes is how, like, if, for example, you reach out to them, like, maybe a few hours ahead, they'll always put time in their schedule to meet with you and tutor and help you with whatever you need help on, which sometimes like, I'll be stuck on a problem on my homework or worksheet, and I can just reach out to them and they'll tell me quickly, like, how they can help and when they can help.
That's right. So that's one of the things that you admire. And now, with these classes, how do you feel in terms of when we have these classes? How do they equip you? Do you feel like you're better prepared for the year? Do you feel like, how do these classes help you?
I think that these classes help a lot for people who aren't the best in math and don't have the most confidence, for that when they're ready to, like, come into the classroom, they'll be very confident, and instead of feeling like shy and scared to raise their hand, they'll be, like, more confident to raise their hand in class to answer those questions, because they most likely already know it.
Confidence is the key, because if your child is confident, trust me, it's very easy to learn once a child is confident. But when they lack confidence, they don't ask questions, they don't raise their hands, and then they step back, and then it's very tough for them to learn. So are you excited?
Yeah.
Can't wait?
Yeah.
And the other good thing about it too is that because it's in a classroom setting, they meet and they make friends that's in the same grade level. And by making friends, they're able to work and help each other. So when they help each other, they don't even have to be in the same state. That's the beautiful thing about it, is that they can actually be in different areas, but they're helping each other with the assignments, helping each other with the work. And I gotta tell you, we have seen so many, students, the parents are thanking us and telling us how great and how awesome of a job that ELC have done, how ELC have impacted their children's lives. So thank you, Gigi. Thank you for sharing. So we're waiting on you. All you really have to do, parents, just reach out to us. www.elevationlearningcenter.com. You can reach out, or if you have questions, you can always give us a call too. You can call us at 800-735-2591. 800-735-2591. Hey, we can't wait. We have a week for us to we have less than a week actually for us to get started, and I can't wait, and I can't wait to see it in terms of the transformation that happens in the lives of your child. We know that this is going to be exciting. We know that it's going to be amazing. We cannot wait. We can't wait. So we're waiting for these, for our students. Again, do not forget, space is limited. So click on the website, register, all the information that you need, you'll find it on the website. And if you have any questions, call us 800-735-2591. All right, so yes, that's a great question. So we're gonna take any questions that you guys have right now. Let's see. I do see a question. Any discount for those tuned in to the live? That's a great question. All right, I'm gonna tell you this. For those of you who tuned in, we're gonna have something special for you, and actually, we're gonna do it for anyone who actually register today. If you register today, okay, if you register today, there is the multifamily. For example, oh, by the way, I should mention this to you guys. Because we like to be very, very transparent. These classes, right? Those classes typically are not classes that are cheap. Okay. Usually, in terms of when you set up like a class as such, this is a class normally when we did the calculation in terms of the amount of hours, in terms of the tools that we're going to be providing to the students, and all of these things. When we put it together, it was $1,400 when we put that together. Oh, but don't worry though, this is not. What we do is we currently have these prices where we're going to give you all the material, including everything in terms of within the textbook that you need, everything that you need from the online system. And we're also going to have classes 3 days a week. 3 days a week. And guess what? All of this, you won't believe it what I'm going to tell you. All of this, because what we do at Elevation Learning Center, we really look to provide as much support to students. So therefore, we're not really focusing on, charging an arm and a leg. Even though I told you it's something that's for $1,400, all of this for a student is $299. $299. I mean, you can buy a pair of Jordan sneakers for more than that. $299. And for a family that has more than one child, we do it for $399. Now, in terms of with the discount, here's what we're going to do. There's a question in terms of, are there any discount for those who tuned in on the live today? I'm going to share this with you. If you register today, whether you have two children, 3, 4, or 5, we are going to charge you. That's the discount is going to be $299. So therefore, we're going to treat it for you guys, just for those of you who's here, those of you who tuned in onto the live, or for those of you who registered today. If you register today, then you register under the individual account for the $299. So that was a great question, Chi-Chi. Thank you for the question. If there's any other questions, we'll be more than happy to answer them. If you have any questions right now while we're on the live, if you want to know more about ELC, what we do, we'll be more than happy to answer those questions. By the way, we also provide one-on-one, one-to-one tutoring, which we see great impact on. We also will be doing some teaching, some classes, TEAS tests. We know there's people who wants to take the TEAS, who wants to go to college to become a nurse. We know that there's people who are in college who's going to be taking the NCLEX, who needs to know strategies and how to take the test and how to pass the test. So we have a lot of things in store for you guys. So stay tuned for a whole lot more through the ELC team. So that we have a team. The team is hard at work, putting together amazing things for you guys. So you just have to stay tuned. So therefore, one of the things we encourage you to do too, so you can stay connected with us. We have a YouTube page. Connect to the YouTube page. Subscribe to the YouTube page to ensure that every single details material, you receive it. On the YouTube page, we're going to be putting certain type of math, certain type of educational information, math tips, different things like that to you guys, so that you can actually so that you can math tips, so that you can actually learn certain type of secret ways or shortcuts to be able to solve certain type of math problems. So we're gonna have a lot of important information on that. Connect to our Facebook page. Connect with us on Instagram, TikTok. Okay, so we're all over the place. Therefore, we encourage you guys to connect with us. All right, that's a great question. How can we sign up for one-to-one tutoring? If you are interested in signing up for one-to-one tutoring, it's on the website. You can simply go to the website, www.elevationlearningcenter.com, and you will see a button that says either sign up or that says tutoring or get tutoring. Once you click on that, it's gonna take you to a page for you to fill out the information, and within 24 hours, one of the members of our team will reach out to you. When they reach out to you, they're gonna get some information from you, and then they're going to create an account for you. Through that account, you'll be able to have access to some important information, and you'll have a specific account that you can utilize for the tutoring. The tutoring, it's amazing in terms of when these students work with us, how they, how much of an impact they say ELC how ELC have impacted their lives. And even on our website, you'll be able to see some testimonials. From every now and again, we share testimonials on our website, on our webpage. So check us out. Check us out. One thing I can certainly guarantee you, you won't be disappointed. So we'll take just maybe one or two more questions if you have any questions. All right, let's see. There's a great question. Let's see what that question. How many states or countries ELC currently serve? All right. Currently, we are serving over 30 different states. Currently, we serve students from 30 different states, over 30 different states. We currently serve students in 3 different countries. We currently serve students. Okay, let me think about some of the ones I can think of off the top of my head. Well, we said I'm in Florida right now. We're in Florida right now. A lot of our students are from Florida, the state of Florida. So we serve Florida. We have students in Tennessee. We have students in Georgia. We have students in Texas. We have a good amount of students in Texas. We serve students in California. We have a lot of students in the state of Massachusetts. We have students that we serve. We have a couple of students in London that we serve. And I just mentioned to you earlier that we have a student that's in Saudi Arabia that we serve. Other states that we serve students, let's see, Rhode Island. Definitely Rhode Island, Missouri. That's right, Missouri. We serve students in Missouri. We serve students in throughout the East Coast, North Carolina, South Carolina, Maryland. We have a good number of students in Maryland. Okay, Delaware. That's another great state that we serve students from. Canada. We have a couple of students in Canada. So we have students in a whole lot of different part of the United States, and we serve students in different part of the country as well. We have a couple of students that are interested that currently lives in Haiti. So there's another country. What is it? Oh yes, definitely. So not only we have students in terms of Haiti, but we have students who was looking for help in Dubai. So there's a student that we have that's in Saudi Arabia, in Dubai. So we encourage you guys, wherever you may be, do we serve MD students? Okay, so do we serve MD medical? For MD students, currently we mostly tutor math at the moment. So if those MD students are looking for math support, yes. We currently have, we do like the NCLEX for people who's going into, who needs to take the NCLEX, taking those type of tests. So depending in terms of what the MD student needs.
Oh, Maryland, she might.
Oh, Maryland. Okay, okay. All right. Yes, we do have a couple students in Maryland. Yes. So we do have a couple students that we serve in Maryland. So yes, we do serve students that lives in the state of Maryland.
She asked a question. Just read off.
And let's see, there's a question above I may have missed. And let's see if I can find it. Okay, yes, that's a great question, and I'm glad that you asked that question as far as kids who's taking Algebra 1. Yes. So if a student is going into Algebra 1 next year, then they should sign up for Algebra 1. If they're going to be taking geometry coming up, they should take geometry. The reason is because what we're doing is we are equipping them, preparing them for the class that they're going to be taking. So if this student is going to be going to Algebra 1, what we want to do is we want to be able to at least help him to understand the first 4, 5, 6, 7 chapters of Algebra 1. So therefore, by the time he walks into that classroom in 4 weeks, 5 weeks, whenever their school starts, he already knows a good chunk of the material. So that is the goal. The goal is to equip them and to help them to already know the material beforehand. And why is that important? Once again, it's important because now when that student, especially those students who have difficulties with math, you want to get them started early. When that student walks into the classroom, they are confident. And by being confident, it boosts their motivational level. So they are motivated to learn more. And it also helps them to serve their peers, their friends, and help them to understand the material, which build their leadership ability.
She also asked about how many kids do you anticipate the algebra class?
Yeah. So how many kids do we anticipate the Algebra 1 class will have? Right now, we planning on having 10 kids in the classroom, but depending on in terms of how many students sign up, we may have to have multiple classes. So therefore, that's why we said in terms of the sooner that people sign up, then we know in terms of how many, but the goal is really to have 10 in the classroom where we have a small size class, and then we're also going to be able to work with those students too, outside of the classroom to answer questions, to give them also an opportunity on a one-to-one basis. So we do anticipate having 10 students in the classroom per class, and then they also will have opportunity for one-to-one assistance from the teacher. Yeah. And by the way, one of the things too is these classes, we do create them we do have classes in the summer. We also do have classes on a continual basis. In other words, we have classes in the summer, but we do have classes that we have in the winter time. We do have classes in the spring. So why do we have some of those classes in between? We do have classes because in the summer we are equipping them and helping them to prepare for next year, for the upcoming academic year. But during the academic year, there might be parents who didn't know about our classes in the summer. There are parents who have their child who start off to a bad start or who are already struggling. So we have classes that we set up, in September and October and December to help to equip those students so that they can actually catch up to their peers. We also do one-to-one tutoring. We provide tutoring for students. Those ones are really, especially for those students who are struggling, I would definitely advise for parents to do one-to-one tutoring because that's one of the best ways to not only to help the student to catch up, but to help those students to really fully understand the material very well. Okay, I see Curly, nice to meet you, Curly Isma. You have a question? Do you tutor virtual for students in other states? Yes, that's a great question. We were talking about that. We do provide tutoring for students in every single state that you can think of. We tutor virtually for in every state, in every part of the country, no matter what state. Um, Curly, if you don't mind letting us know, type in terms of what state you're in. We would love to know what state you're in right now. But to answer your question, we tutor students from every state, every part of the country. So we encourage you, you know, whatever state you're in, we'll definitely um, help your student. Oh, we have another professor who's here with us, Professor Kenneth Steinman. He's actually one of our tutors and one of our ELC members, ELC team members. Oh, Florida. Kelly, okay. Florida. As I was saying earlier, probably I think Florida is one of the states that we have majority of our students. Um, Florida is one of the states that we have majority of our students. I see we have Ken, Professor Kenneth Steinman, who's here, who's one of the team members here. I would love to try to see if I could get him to, if I could connect him right now. Let's see. Let me see if I can try to see if I can have him join me, because I'd love to ask him a couple of questions if he doesn't mind. All right, let's see how I. Just bear with me for 1 second. And if you have a question, if you have something, please feel free to continue to share it or add it on the chat. If you just came in too, one of the great questions that was asked was, do we have for those of you who's on the live, is there a special discount? And we said yes, for those of you who's on the live. If you have, more than one child, what we'll do is, for this special day for you, you can sign up and just sign up under the individual for the $299, and every child in your household will benefit from this. All right, so I do see Kenneth. Let's see.
Yeah, see, this is the button.
All right, so I was trying to see if I could. Okay. All right, so I wanted to try to see if I could get Kenneth to join us, but it's not successful at doing that. But yeah, if you have a question. Kenneth mentioned something about this Zoom. Yeah, one of the ways that we have different ways that we can, when we do our virtual classes. One of the ones that we utilize is Zoom. We utilize Zoom, and it's very effective. We utilize Google Classroom, some of those different things, but Zoom is one of our primary things. Is there a way to activate the camera? Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get the camera activated for you, Professor Kenneth, but somehow, someway, it's not letting me. Okay, let me just follow the comments here. All right, greeting to Junie Cassis. Welcome to our live. If you, yes, Professor G. That is me, Professor G. But we're glad to have you. Sister Junie, it's good to see you. Once again, we want to welcome each and every one of you who's on the live Elevation Learning Center. We wanted to share some vital information with you. Right now, we're in the Q&A session. If you have any questions for us, If you'd like to know more about Elevation Learning Center, what we do, how we do it, how can we impact your child so that they can be well equipped for tomorrow for their classes, these are the things we are answering. Any questions that you have, so feel free to, whatever question you have, feel free to okay, so Karen said my webcam mic works. Okay. Okay. I'm still trying to see if I can get Professor Kenneth on here.
It says right here that but it doesn't say he's on. And then when you try to search him up, it doesn't show.
Okay.
Someone just has to watch him.
All right, so. All right. First and second graders, would you be able to help, please? Yes. The answer is yes. Currently, right now, on the website for the classes, the classes that we are currently talking about for the next 4 weeks, those classes are for those classes currently is, we're doing 3rd grade and up at the moment for those classes, but we do also work with and help and equip 1st and 2nd graders. We currently what we do more with 1st and 2nd graders is work one-to-one with them. So we work on a one-on-one basis. So we provide more in terms of an academic support and tutoring for those, because when you have like a larger group for that age category, it may be a little bit harder for them to be able to learn the material in the same way as someone who's more in elementary school. So for 1st and 2nd graders, we work with them on a one-to-one basis. So in that case, Junie, yes, we do work with 1st graders, we do work with 2nd graders, but we do have a separate curriculum for them only because of their age. So we work on a one-to-one basis with them. So the answer, to make a long answer short, the answer is yes. Chichi asked, should I sign both of my kids under the $299 option? Yes, Chichi, if today you are signing up today, because you are on this live, and we are going to give this special discount to you. So therefore, yes, we would say to sign up under the $299 option. Make sure that you put both of the kids' name. When it says name, write both of their names. And as long as you do that today, that is the correct answer. That is what you should do. Just sign up under the $299 option. So if you sign up under the $399, then you're going to be charged for that. So just for today, you can sign up under the $299. But after today, if anyone is signing up, if you have a family, you're going to sign up under option number 2. If it's for an individual, you're going to sign up under option number 1. So there are 2 options. Option number 1 is for individuals. Option number 2 is for family. So generally, if you're signing up, option 1 is for individuals. Option 2 is for family. And all right, thank you, Chichi, for signing up. We're actually gonna do another live towards the end of the week. We're so excited about this. We really want to share the information. So please share the information with other people too. Your friends. This is something that's really about helping students to learn the material. So we're gonna have another live that we're gonna do. We're gonna have some of our tutors, some of our professors, and most of our tutors are actual college professors who put together with us so that we can do this. So we're actually going to have an opportunity to interview one of those professors and do a live with them. So we encourage you to stay tuned for the next live that we're going to do. Also, check out our Facebook page, check out our YouTube page, check out our Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube, and we'll be able to do that. So the next live is going to, yes, definitely. So the next live session is going to be on Friday. We'll let you know the time, but stay tuned for Friday for the next live. So we'll take probably 1 minute or two more. So yes, Professor Kenneth, next live is Friday. So stay tuned for that on Friday. Is there a referral bonus? That is such a great question. We actually forgot to talk about that. Yeah. There's a couple of things with this as far as referral bonus. For the classes that we're going to be doing, right now, the referral bonus that we have for you is that if you refer somebody to us and you refer someone, then we actually take that price in terms of the $3.99 and put it to $2.99. In other words, we give like a $100 credit to your account. Therefore, if you have multiple child, 2, 3, 4, then what's going to happen is that you're going to have a $100 credit to your account for referring some for referral. So we encourage you, whoever you know, share the information with them, and then we definitely do have a referral bonus for you. And that referral bonus also applies to the tutoring also. So if your child, for example, is receiving tutoring with us and you find that this is something that's very helpful to them and you refer somebody to us, we credit your account. So therefore, some of those times your child will actually get tutoring for free. In other words, we credit the account for everyone that you send to us. We credit your account, and therefore your child will have many opportunities to get a referral. All right, thank you, Chichi. Chichi says that she's ready to sign up. She's going to sign up now. Thank you for that. Just make sure, Chichi, I think Chichi wanted to sign up for Algebra 1. Make sure that you do click on the link for the Algebra 1. Just making sure that you sign up on the right link. Each of the classes have their own link. So just make sure you sign up for the right link, and then we'll just go from there. Oh, you're welcome, Kelly. It's a pleasure of us. And thank you so much for being on the live. I know it probably might have been last minute for you, but thank you so much for joining us. As we said, there's going to be more information to come, so stay tuned. Don't forget to follow us, like us on our Facebook page, Instagram, and follow us on YouTube. And also don't forget to subscribe. All right, thank you so much, everyone. It was a pleasure speaking with you this morning, or depending on where you connect this afternoon. So it was a pleasure, and we look forward to working with you guys, staying connected to you guys, sharing more information with you that will impact your child from here and beyond. Our goal is to really have an impact. Our goal, and that is why we're called Elevation Learning Center. Our goal is to elevate, is to equip every single child we come in contact with so that they can equip and elevate somebody else. Thank you, Clairleen, once again for joining us too. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Chichi. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sister Erlene. Thank you, everyone who connected. And if I didn't mention your name, Kenneth, Professor Kenneth, thank you, Damzal, for joining us as well. We actually looking forward to, and don't forget, we're going to have another live. So please share the information with as many people that you know, and we'll be more than happy to serve you, because our goal here at Elevation Learning Center is to serve you and to equip your child so that they can have a successful career and a successful future. Love you guys. Looking forward to our next session. Thank you.